Great morning, holy brothers! Thank you so much for joining us on our pathway to peace inside the Garden of Peace. If you're following along, we're on the bottom of page 83, and today's lesson is going to be called Extreme Extents. How far do we need to go to dominate and win the show properly, as you know? Here we go. A woman thrives on sharing her life with her husband. She loves to tell him everything that happened to her during the time that they were apart. If you're going to be at work and she's going to be home all day, or she went out shopping or whatever it was, when she comes home, you better believe that she wants to tell you every single little thing and all the details that happened while you were away. You might have no interest, zero whatsoever, in what she has to say, but she feels like she wants to give it all over and not miss any little details. The husband should listen with intent to what she has to say, even if it seems trivial or completely unimportant to you. Yes, you're going to have to learn that when your wife speaks, it's not because she has to tell you something all the time. It's because she wants to be heard. She wants to feel loved. She wants to feel important. She wants to feel cared for. She wants to feel supported. That's why this is happening right now. It gives her the wonderful feeling that she can tell her husband anything at all. Therefore, if a husband is criticizing her in any single way, it's as if he has breached and broken her trust. She doesn't open her heart for the purpose of her husband to then be able to stick a knife in it and twist it sideways. By letting her pour her heart out, the wise husband saves her from telling gossip and slander to her girlfriends and to her other friends. You're literally saving her from doing other averos because she doesn't need to talk all around town now. She just wants to be able to express herself, and you want her to be able to do it to you because you are her husband, and you want her to love you and to trust you and to honor you and to be able to have that relationship that she feels open and safe with. You are her safe place, and you need to make sure she feels that way all the time. And even if, God forbid, even if she's speaking gossip, or she's speaking slander, or she's lashing out lashon hara about other people to her husband, he has to filter them in his heart and refrain from reprimanding her. You are not allowed to tell her that she is not allowed to speak like that. You are not allowed to stop her from speaking evil about other people, even though it's an avera, even though she's violating a prohibition. You cannot open your mouth to her. Your job as a husband is to listen to her nicely with an open heart and an open mind and be able to be that pillar of support for her. She might be doing something wrong, but it is not your job to tell her no. It is not your job to be her rabbi. It is not your job to be her parent, to rebuke her. You are only there to listen kindly and support. Whatever is being said, you can say, listen, I don't want to accept it as truth. I don't want to listen to bad things about people, but you have to be the sounding board for her to be able to reflect upon and to be able to absorb all of it so it doesn't go anywhere else, God forbid. That is your role and your job as a husband. Never to tell her she's doing something wrong. That is not your job, and don't create more conflicts by doing so, because you're only going to be able to stir up fires that are going to burn your house down. Listen and remember this lesson for life. So, honor to what extreme extends? So, one Rebbe student was preparing to say Mincha, the afternoon prayer service of the day. His wife phoned him and asked him to come home right away, immediately. His wife wanted him at home. He told her that in 2 minutes he's going to pray Mincha, he's going to daven to God with the other students at the yeshiva, at the place of learning where he was, and asked if she would agree that he can come home in half an hour. Wow. He is going to be in big trouble, my friend. She asked for his help. She asked for his attention. And he's saying that my prayer now is more important than what you need. My davening is more important than what you want. She said, no, I don't want to hear about it. I asked you to come home now, and now's when I need you home. I don't care what you're doing. Now, immediately, get the heck home right now. And that's just what he did. And rightfully so, he got the message because his wife opened his mouth. She had to yell at him a little bit to shake him up. But then he finally did what she asked, and he ran home to help her, even if it meant praying at home alone without a quorum of men, without a minyan, and not davening in synagogue. So listen, right away, you know that he should have done what she asked. Sometimes people need to be hit a little bit harder to get the lesson, to get the message, to hear the wake-up call. But try from the beginning to know what she wants, or at least when she says it, to understand what she means. And if it's an outright specific message or command or request, right away honor it, like a jack in the box. The springs are ready to go. As soon as that latch is open, ding, jumps right up and is ready to go. So let's just clarify a little bit. The above example is talking about an upright man who is not looking for excuses to shirk his real responsibilities, right? Such as praying with a man and 10 other men and davening in a synagogue, davening in a shul. He's not a bum. He's not a lowlife. He's not somebody who's constantly arguing with his wife. He's not constantly somebody who beats his wife. This is somebody we're talking about, a good person, right? But our sages said that sometimes the way to fulfill the Torah, the Bible, and God's commandments is by putting our Torah books back on the shelf, by putting them away, because in order to live it, not just to learn it, it is good to be able to read the words. It is good to be able to study them. It is amazing to be able to teach them to your friends and to people all around the world. However, if you are not implementing the lessons that you're learning, you're not bringing them to the reality, you're not making them real in your life, what the junk is the point of it all? It's not just to learn words on a page. We're here to do in this world. We are here to act in this world. We are not just angels up in the sky. We are here to do real things and make them alive. So if you're not going to be doing and fulfilling and making it a reality, what is the point of you learning it? No, my friend, my holy brothers, the point is to listen to these lessons and to implement them in your lives. Every day, take something that you hear and make it real. Say, today I'm going to be different. Today I'm going to be better. Today I'm going to be able to show more love. I'm going to be more kind. I'm going to have more of an opening ear. I'm not going to have a confrontation. I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to do it with more zealousness, more alacrity, more zealousness. Every single thing we have to make real and to live what we learn. Once in a while, once a wife has a security, once she has that great feeling inside that she knows, that she understands, that she is actually first place in her husband's eyes, then whenever she needs him, he'll be there. She knows the second he calls, he'll be running out the door, he'll be dropping his work, he'll be letting go of his other obligations, he'll be closing his books. Then, whenever she needs him, he knows that she'll come. Then she will allow her husband to do virtually whatever he wants. You want to do whatever you want to do? You want to have complete control in your life? You want to be able to go hang out with your buddies? You want to be able to spend hours at work, to be able to accomplish missions, to be able to close deals, to be able to learn with your friends, to be able to go stay in the house of study and worship? Guess what? When you start to make your wife your number one priority, when you start to show her that she's actually important and she has that feeling inside, she will encourage you, she will push you to do all those things that you ever wanted to do, because she knows she has that security. She knows she feels that love. And she knows whenever something that she needs or wants comes your way, that you will drop everything to do it, so that in the meantime, she will help push you out that door to go where you want to. She will encourage you to do all the things that you ever wanted to, that you enjoy, that you love, that help you relax, that help you unwind, that help you spend time with your buddies, because she knows that you're there for her. And now she wants to be there for you and all the things that make you happy, because you, my holy brother, are going to make her happy. As the esteemed beloved Rav teacher, Rav Eliezer would always tell the pupils that had marital problems, listen to whatever your wife is saying. If she tells you to come home, go right away, without delay. Earn that pay in the real place that counts. Stay at home with her. And afterwards, if you do that one time, she will give you a month's vacation. A few minutes now will earn you weeks of reward in the future. If Jewish law can be stretched for the purpose of peace in the home, in other words, if the Torah is willing to allow a person to miss a Torah lesson or to miss a prayer, davening in shul, praying with a quorum and a minyan, then a husband should certainly be willing to put aside his own plans or his own work or his own hobbies or whatever you're enjoying, spending time at the beach, going to the bar with friends, playing cards in the house, to fulfill his wife's requests. If the Torah is willing to do it, if God's telling you to do it, then in terms of his own honor, in terms of his own commandments, how much more so should we be willing to do it for our own selfish needs or wants or whatever it comes to that we desire. Always place our wife as the top place, first priority. Show her what it means to have love. Show her what it means to give her the time of the day, to drop everything else when it comes to something that she asks for. And we will get exponentially the extent of love, of kindness, of giving back so much in return. But don't do it just to be selfish. You want to win in the long run? Yeah, give her in the short run. But don't do it just because you want something back, because then you're still being a taker. Do it because you love her. Do it because you want to shower her. You want her to be happy. And then when she's truly happy, you'll truly be happy with yourself, with her, with God, and every connection around us. And with that, have an awesome, audaciously amazing rest of your day. Dun, 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 dun.